It's that time again, the Karens are back to talk to your managers and complain about your work ethic even though you're working perfectly fine, because you know, that's just how Karens roll. Welcome to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things. Let's get into the clips. Here we have someone casually destroying their car.
Not vandalism if it's my own car.
Those are my luggages right there. That's Ashley Jennifer Levitt. Today is 5/6/12 and she just vandalized her own property maliciously. And I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna let you watch what she's doing. Whew! Boy, oh boy, huh? You hit me with that glass, I'll sue you. I'm recording you right now. Awesome. Good job. You just destroyed our vehicle.
I got money coming in, ain't nothing to me.
See what she said? Are you going to pay your rent, Ashley? Are you going to pay our half? Your half? You're not going to pay your half of the rent, are you? You're contractually obligated from the lease to pay your half of the rent. I talked to Jeff today. He's aware. It's not funny, Ashley. What you're doing right now is crazy. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. This is our property you're destroying. Alright, well, I think we all know where this is going. She's probably gonna hurt me after this.
So based for this clip, we can put a few things together. They both might live in the same house, or they're at least in the same lease together. They both share rent and they pay an equal half. They also share this vehicle for use in life, kind of deal. They might have been in a relationship but may have also broken up here, various other things. But the simple information is that they both drive this vehicle, they also both live in the same house under the same lease, and they both pay half of it, and this is her reaction to something that's happened clearly prior to the recording beginning. And honestly, there's only one simple question I have for this. Whose name's on the license, on the registration of that vehicle? Whose name's in the insurance of that vehicle? Because if it's only hers, unfortunately, I don't know if there's particularly much you can do about it, since under legal circumstances, whilst you do use the car, it's not your name that the car is registered under. And whoever's been insured by, which I would probably assume, depending on how the insurance system works in America, whether you have to have the drivers that are possibly going to be driving the vehicle on the insurance, or whether it only needs to be the owner of the vehicle itself. It may have both their names or just her name on there. If it's just her name on there, then I don't think it leaves you many options to do in that situation. Again, it depends on whose name's legally binded to the vehicle on what actually happens here. If she doesn't hurt you after this, then in reality, it's a bit of a sticky one. Unfortunate for you, and I hope you can get better things beyond this though. The person behind the camera is making an order at Domino's. You know, in some Domino locations, you can easily see into the area where they start constructing your pizza, and, well, the person saw something she wasn't quite happy with and started recording.
Can you not make my food in a dirty pan? All that stuff dirty down there. You making my food, yeah, but you're making my food in all that dirt. I don't want you to make my food in all that dirt while he's cleaning out. No, I'm taking the video of how you making my food. I'm trying to get the video. But first you didn't wash your hands. Yeah, first you didn't wash your hands, and then you're gonna make my food inside all that dirt. I want my money back in the name of your manager. And the name of your manager, okay? Because you just went in there and made my food first. I said, you took my order. Huh? Yeah, did she put your food inside the dirty thing right there?
I don't give a
I'm gonna do the that you talking to. Give me my money. No, you gonna give me my money. You gonna get you, nigga. I'm gonna you. Okay? Give me my money. Give me my money, and I got the video of what you did.
Of you cussing at me and
and what you did to my food. What you did? No, you didn't. I told you you didn't wash your hands.
Cool, if I find this anywhere online,
what you gonna do?
I will sue you.
Okay,
yeah, I'm
good.
glad you got it on
Okay,
video
yes.
now.
Okay. No, you are, because you in my damn business. You in my business. Because they making my food. She's making my food in the dirty sink. And you saying I'm causing problems. Nigga, you are. And you are. And you are. Okay? Can I get my money back, please?
Just go for it.
Okay, it was $29. She just went in there, dug her hands in the damn chicken wings, and he seen it without washing her hands. And I told her to wash her hands. I asked her. Yes. I want you to kiss my ass. Okay, what the do, nigga? What you want to do? I'm running y'all. What you want to do? You. And I'm in your face saying it.
I mean, I'm enjoying my shit.
Enjoy it, motherfucker. Enjoy your motherfucker. Enjoy, man. You.
Enjoy your
I will ruin your career. Say one thing wrong. You would not make it no good. Say what? Shut the fuck. Shut the fuck up. Both of y'all. She don't sit there and put our food in the dirty sink and try to make my damn food.
So this clip is very interesting to me because there's a few things I just want to talk about. Now, first off, it's clearly late at night and this Domino's must be close to closing, so they're probably trying to clean off the troughs and trying to get ahead with cleaning bits and pieces. Now, what usually happens, at least from my basic understanding and what I've seen, that little area, it's not really a sink per se, it's more of a trough of sorts to catch any form of flour, any form of unused food material that falls off a pizza when they're making it, and usually they have a metal sheet slider thing that hooks in that they can slide along to hold the dough on so that it's above and out of the effective waste area and to do the pizza nicely. Clearly, they must be cleaning that at this point in time, and so they decided to make the pizza in the trough itself, which is just absolutely disgusting considering that, you know, the trough has probably not been emptied at all throughout the day if it's been busy enough. It may have been emptied a few hours ago if it hasn't been that busy, but it's still just an immediate no-no. So I can understand the lady being extremely upset. And I don't think recording and then having a screaming match with not only the worker there but also the other people eating there is the brightest move, especially that late at night. I can understand it though, entirely. And also, depending on which state you live in theory, the worker could possibly sue you if he so choose, because you're technically in a private business that is open to the public, but how the public recording law works, if you're inside of a building that is not a publicly owned building, technically speaking, you can't record there and not get in trouble for it. So there's a few grey areas there. Overall, though, I agree with the person behind the camera. That is just horrid, and I would not want my pizzas being made in that section. Here we've got a Karen behind the camera who's extremely upset that this cashier did not give them the proper greeting before serving them, and when she gives her a bit of attitude, the cashier decides to refuse service. Here's what happens.
She couldn't hear you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I gotta because this is ridiculous. That's all, and then when you said it, I said hello. That's why I said hello. There was no attitude there at all, ma'am. And for you to say you're not going to check somebody out over their attitude, I'm not. I just said hello.
I know, but I feel like you're being very rude.
How
I'm trying to be rude.
No, I couldn't hear you at all. Honestly,
but I explained to you the whole time that this is card only.
And then when you said that, I said I'm doing card, and I got my stuff out to pay. But I pulled my stuff out. I'm sorry, ma'am. First of all, who is the customer? If I am okay, I'm sorry, but pull it on down, because even your energy and your attitude is very inappropriate. But clearly you could hear me because you said that I was giving you attitude and you didn't want to serve me off of me saying hello. So I'm going to first service you first. I am an educator and I also sit on the board for no.
She's filming me and
I am filming her because she's being extremely rude. And I have other customers too. You're interrupting me. A lot of other customers to even vouch for that.
I'm so sorry.
When I came over here, I said hello, and she said card. She said, what did she say? Cash a card. And I said hello, cash a card. And I said I'm sorry, you know. And then when she said, I said, oh, I'm paying with card. So I started pulling this out. And then she continues to get an attitude with me and says that I'm not serving you. I don't like her. And all I was doing was saying hello. Even the way she's being dismissive right now, that is not okay.
Very rude. You're being disrespectful.
How am I being-
No, she's not being rude. I'm sorry. We're standing here.
Yeah.
I think I have to check that right on the cash register.
Oh, but hold on, Ms. Brittany, because at this point it's beyond checking me out. Because how are you saying that I'm being rude when you said you can't hear me? You understand?
You always
said
do
you
your
cannot hear me
customer
when I'm being rude.
I know,
That's
but
not
here
okay.
we have to ask for the payment first, and then we go to
Hello?
She can say hello. You need to say hello first.
The only thing is that
She's buying from you, ma'am. She's buying from you.
And she's continuing to argue with the
I'm
customer.
not arguing with you. I'm trying
You
to
continue to argue with the customer. You continue to argue with the customer, young lady. There's a lot of maturity that needs to happen. You continue to argue. Maybe it's circumstance. It is. You're still arguing with the customer.
You're arguing back.
You're still arguing with. You can't even listen to your manager.
And you're continuing to argue back.
And I have no attitude or anything, honey. It must be. I mean, she's arguing with the customer. I'm arguing with her manager, so clearly she's not arguing with me.
Yeah, this is very intriguing. So I think the first one here is that the manager's probably unhappy that this customer's been stuck in the store for a lot longer than what she would really be if they were just a server and move on with their day. And I would hope that the manager probably, after this customer left, at least talked to the worker outside of the customer environment and actually found out what happened from the worker's point of view to get a better understanding of the situation and probably resolved things from there. So I'm not going to worry too much about the interaction with the manager and the cashier here. But this Karen was eagerly upset because instead of saying hello, the first thing the cashier was asked, like, hey, are you going cash or card? Because it's a register that could only do card, and they would have to go else to a different register to use cash, and that would end the conversation with them, and she would go to someone else to be served instead. Because one of the biggest prerogatives, like one of the biggest things that gets pushed in any form of retail service, is that you are to get the customers through the registers as fast as you can without like looking rushed. Like, you just want to move people through fast because you would rather not hold up lines. You want people to be in and out as quickly as possible. Yes, small talk can occur when you're doing like some form of bigger shopping thing, like some bigger amount of groceries that a person's buying, but the overall idea is you want to move the customer through the register as fast as you can so they don't have any chance of getting impatient or annoyed because they've been waiting for X amount of time. And this also goes with whatever line ends up accumulating behind the person going through the register. So of course her first question is going to be finding out how you're paying, because she can only handle one type of paying with her register, so she would have to get you to go to a different register in order to pay with cash. So logically speaking, yes, that's going to be the first thing she asks. Could she have said hello? Maybe. Is it a little over the top to immediately start refusing service just because the Karen was a little unhappy with the lack of a greeting? Also, maybe. She has the right to refuse service, and the customer's definitely not always in the right, but in certain situations, it's just all about thinking, what's the best way to handle this? Do I just serve this customer, get it done with, and get them out of here, or do I cause an issue about this and potentially have to talk to my manager and potentially hold up other people and other things on those lines? Like, it's just an overall, what's the smartest move? Here we got a Karen who decides it's a grand old idea to continuously call the cops on her neighbor, regardless of the reason for it.
The cop pulled up here, right? Who called the cops? So what did that have to do with Melissa coming home from work?
Because Melissa went over to the cop car and started talking to the cops.
Because he said, did you call the cops? You're an idiot. Shut up. You're a complete idiot. She said, no, I didn't. I live right here. My address is 8625. You're a lunatic. You're a lunatic. You're blacklisted. Just like these downstairs people. Don't address me. Don't talk to me. Your realtor's
really gonna hurt.
Your realtor's getting a call now, just like the downstairs people, because you're a psychopath.
I just talked to her.
She came home from work. You're literally an insane person. You're a psychopath.
You're my step.
The cop was here.
My step.
You don't own any of this property. So don't
this property. And
you
you're
don't
on
own any of the property.
My property.
You don't own any of this
Don't
property.
come on my property.
You don't own any of the property. You don't own any of the property. Don't threaten my
I
family.
got a lot of property I own. Don't worry.
What? Where? Where's? No, I was looking for the property that you owned. I couldn't see it.
It's on Frankfurt Avenue, and it's down the shore.
Where? Why would you live here? Why would you live here on top of these?
Who are you?
Because you're a too. Like you're literally
They bought me
crazy.
fudge today, don't you know?
They bought you fudge?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I thought that was very nice.
That's f***ing phenomenal.
I thought it was very
That's
nice.
phenomenal. They
I
bought you
thought it was
fudge.
nice. I thought you were nice, but I guess I was wrong.
Actually, we are. You did this. Remember when you moved in and you didn't have a vacuum cleaner and I f***ing gave you one?
Yes, and I got,
Idiot.
Yes, and I idiot.
Yeah, use your f***ing head. She pulled up home from work. The cop was already sitting here. The cop addressed her. Did you call the police? She said no. He said,
I
where?
called the police.
No
On that door.
Oh my God,
That
who
door-
cares?
That dog was back.
It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
You don't care if
It's
that dog
not
was
my
back.
problem.
It's not your that
It's
dog.
not my problem.
That pit bull's my problem.
So deal. Okay, cool.
And I'm dealing with it.
You're just beyond crazy. It's
Oh,
nuts.
that's a shame.
Don't address my children. Don't address me. That's it.
Man, 2 of your neighbors are blacklisted. You're either extremely unlucky or there's something about you that just sets people off in this way. I don't know if it's your fault either. Like, it could genuinely just be something that you just look like a person who people don't like, so they automatically do very stupid things towards you. Or maybe a third option, you are just a person who causes this in your own fruition and you record the other side of it just because, oh, it makes me look good. I don't know, I'm not going to assume on that one to be completely real. This is just interesting to say the least, and if you truly are just getting really unlucky with having multiple bad neighbors, wow. Hopefully you get better fortune. So here we have someone who gets cut off by the guy who's recording on the camera, and a little bit later when they've all parked up and they're going into the restaurant, this lady decides to have a bit of a road rage at them, as well as to say that I could have shot you and various other things.
I'm the person that you cut off in the big silver truck over there with my nephews in the car.
Well, you were
that you
driving.
could, hold on, that you could have killed. You didn't have a turn signal on
Don't
little
get in
girl.
my face.
You did not have a turn signal, and you could get killed doing that by road rage. I could have shot you in your face because I carry a concealed weapon.
Why-
So I could have shot you.
That's
in
a
the
threat,
face.
though.
And I talk about that. Why?
Well,
I, said
I just
could
think.
have. I'm not threatening.
Yeah,
I
and we
said
saw
I
your
could
kids in the
have.
back, and you were riding around. We had to slam on our brakes.
And then you
And your
also
point would be
tried
what?
to cut me
Your
off
point would
on
be-
And your
purpose.
point would be what?
You would.
To show you to
The
be
fact
a
that you
better
have two
driver.
nephews in the car.
And your
so-
point would be what? We've been driving for
Okay,
like
thank
30
you for
million
the
years.
speech,
But either way,
It
you
didn't
need
get-
to watch what you're doing, because if I catch you on the street doing that again, I will hurt you.
So where are
That's
you
a
from?
threat.
Where are you from?
Definitely not.
That's a
Thank you.
threat.
Bye.
Go back.
Look, I get it. It's frustrating when people cut you off like that, when they don't use their indicators to actually signal where they're going on the road and cut you off in order to cause a turn and various other reasons like that. And yes, that can cause crashes if your reaction speed isn't fast enough to deal with it, but it could lead to injuries. The likelihood of it leading to a death is very minimal unless you're going way over the speed limit or it's a weird highway cut. But okay, I get it, you're frustrated, but this is not how you handle things. You don't go in and chase after them, go off at them, and then say that I could have shot them. That's not how you do things. Okay, you can be upset at them, you can even tell them, hey, don't do that, use your indicator, signal where you're going because you could have caused a crash. Cool, but you don't ever say you could have shot them. It's not how you handle these things, it only leads to you getting in trouble. Here we have a Kevin who casually gets in an argument with her worker at Panda Express.
Customer that did not order in the front where customers are
I'm not
supposed
talking to
order.
you. I'm talking to your manager.
Oh,
Go do your
you
job.
asked for
Go do your job.
This is
Go
my
do.
job.
No, it's not. You're harassing me. I'm talking to
harassing
your
you
manager.
at my establishment.
You-
I'm harassing you.
You don't have no clout.
But I'm working.
Your manager is
You're
right
not
here.
working. You're here trying
You're
to
not
get
above
something.
her. Go do your job. Get out the way.
You're causing a problem.
You're the problem.
You are. I'm
You
the
and her are the
problem.
problem.
You're the problem.
You're going on
You
court.
come in
Matter
here
of fact,
causing a problem.
I'm gonna go to corporate on you too and get your Out of here. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Doing too much.
Make me
You
leave.
racist to my
Make me
daughter.
leave.
You talking about black
Make me
women that have
leave.
problem with black men?
You don't own
You're not
nothing
my
here.
father. You're not
You
my
don't
brother.
own
You're not my
nothing
brother.
in here.
You're not anybody
Go
worse
get
than
therapy.
me.
I'm not your father, your man, or none of that. Stay in your
You're nobody
place.
special.
Stay in your place.
You
Stay in your place. Stay in your place. Do your job. Stay in your place and do your job. Do your job. Stay in your place. I'm talking to your manager. I'm trying to pay for my food. Go over there. Oh, you gotta ask. You don't need to be in here. Go home. You need to send her home.
Who needs to be in here more?
You need to send her home because she doesn't know how to deal with customers.
You or me?
Her customer service is very horrible.
You are very horrible.
And this video is going to corporate too.
Talking about
Look at, and that's what's wrong with black women today.
what's wrong with it?
You're not a man. You're not a
You're
man.
not a man either. I don't know
I
what you
am.
are.
I
That's not how
am.
men
You don't know
act.
how to respect men.
Talk to women,
You
talk
don't know how to
about you need go
respect
back to
men.
your country. You don't respect
How much
women.
is it again? I'm
A man that
sorry.
doesn't respect women don't need no respect.
How much is it
You don't
again?
deserve respect.
How much
You
is
don't
it?
need respect. You're not going to get respect
For the large spaghetti too?
Yeah, and then do chicken. You got the money
Thank
to
you,
pay
baby.
for it. Causing all this problem.
Thank you, baby.
What? Yeah, he's nobody. Then he's talking to me. This crazy. You talking to my boss about black women. Your mother was black. I hope she know the type
I love
of
my
man
mother. I don't love
you
you.
do.
I don't love you. And she don't act like you.
She
Yeah.
raised you to be that way. So
I
I'm just
love my
fine.
mother.
I love how the manager was just trying to end the entire conversation by getting her just to move away and cool down, but then the moment the guy behind the camera decides to say, "This is why black women shouldn't," I forget the entire quote, she's just like, "Wait a minute. What did you just say? I asked you to just calm your hell down." Like, I love it. I just love how the manager was just trying to contain the situation, but the moment he took things too far, she kind of immediately went, "Okay, I'm not taking this anymore. Get out of here. Let's finish this and you can get out of here." God, and spaghetti at Panda Express? Spaghetti at a Chinese restaurant. Chinese noodles restaurant. Buddy. What? Here we have Karen versus Karen. Let's watch.
We got babies over there, man. Yeah, you know like cigars when you gave them out. Oh, I see. And what you see the right to talk to everybody trying to go to TikTok. Look, he's smelling like what? Like a bunch of cigars and you'd be able to buy something from the electronic store? You don't smell like no cigars, baby. Oh, yeah? You smell like piss. You guys think this is so funny on your phone cameras? But I'll tell you
Record me.
I'll tell you something. At Walmart, and I'm a former employee at Walmart. This would not fly at Watts. And you should kick her out and trespass her. Trespassing? Find something about it. Okay.
I got the deals on the phone. Come to me in the back. I got the deals on the phone. I got iPhone 14, $43. iPhones, Galaxy.
I'm disabled. Yeah? And you me. Because you look like that. What's your deal? You're a boss of you instead of that. Alright, so you guys should be on security. I'm telling you now, I used to work electronics at the work. Watts stores. You're giving me a headache. Alright? Absolutely. You think it's funny, but it's not. You're talking this attitude. I'm not stinking. Yeah, you stinking. I wash my guess what? I got the cleanest asshole in Madison. No. I wash my every day.
We got babies over here, y'all.
What's your
Hey, we got babies in here.
You know, I'm not 100% sure what was even happening there. That was just a screaming match against two people for some reason, and it's kind of funny watching two people scream at each other for some reason in a Walmart. All I know, one of them said that they worked at a Walmart in the past multiple different times for some reason. Apparently that mattered to the conversation. Here we've got a guy who's either high on drugs or very, very drunk, or maybe a mixture of both, and also may potentially have some form of mental issues because he accuses his neighbor of apparently replacing the post of his fence. Yeah, just watch the clip.
On the camera, changing the poles, putting the nails in, driving nails from the other side. We're going to court. We're going to court.
Okay.
You're a dumb. Moving the posts, replacing the poles, when I got before and after pictures and a video camera hidden.
That's fine.
Are you stupid or what?
I didn't touch anything.
You didn't.
No.
Who did?
How would I know? That's what I tried telling you last night.
How
You're
do you
accusing me.
know?
How do I know? Because I know what I do and what I don't do.
Because you know what you do and you don't do?
Right.
Who's been f***ing with my fence,
I
mother?
have no idea.
On your property when you're there watching the whole time?
Why would I
Who's
be
f***ing holes in
somebody-
my not fence? Looking into my garage. You seen it? Why don't you take a look for yourself?
Listen, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Explain this, Phillip.
No, I'm not explaining
You see
nothing.
that
Listen,
red fence post over
listen,
there? The
I have
cops
no
have already
idea what
seen
you're
it and
talking-
been there.
That's fine.
That red fence post matches the paint on your property over there.
That's fine.
And we seen you move it.
Okay. I told you I didn't do it. Say what?
You're done.
What do you mean I'm done?
You're done. You don't know who I know. Call your boys. Call your Porsche boy. I know where he lives.
You gotta step up.
Right across
my property. You gotta get off my property.
Right across the bridge there at Gulfstream. I know where that motherfucker lives.
Smell like alcohol.
What are you doing? Cops are up your mother because they seen it all. They're up your.
Okay.
You want to play games and change my fence posts out?
Listen, I'm not doing anything. You're totally crazy.
See who drives nails from this side of the fence into that side. Bullshit, motherfucker. I've got pictures on my camera. I got video. You're gonna get
just
pushed
understand.
Start
stay off my
making
property.
phone calls, motherfucker.
I don't
Start
need to.
calling the police. Start calling the landlord.
Listen.
We all got your.
Listen, drunk.
Me,
You're drunk. Step off my property. I'm not doing anything to you. You're drunk. Step off my property, please.
I'm off.
You know, I'm genuinely curious. Why would a person go out of the way to replace a core post of a fence? Just to replace it. What's the bloody point of that? Like, genuinely speaking, like it just sounds so stupid to me. Just right off the bat. Let alone the additional fact that he, according to the guy who records, he smells like alcohol and he seems a little bit loony and is just really obsessed. It's like, you're done, man. You don't know who I know. I know where your friend lives. You know, the guy, that posh guy. Like, jeez, man, you're making threats, you're doing everything. If we had a bingo card for the worst, from what Karens can say, we probably got a bingo right about now. Here we have a Kevin recording himself going off at a worker because this store doesn't have their MID numbers on the actual phone's box itself, and so he thinks it's a great idea to harass the worker for it.
I need to run the MEID so I can check my provider, please.
I'm not going to allow you to do that. You can purchase the phone.
Listen, I can go. Listen, here's the argument, though. You're just like kind of on a power trip, because here's the thing. Hold on. Listen to my logic. Okay, so when I go to Target, all the boxes out have those numbers on it. When I go to Walmart, they all have the numbers on it. So what's the problem, Wade? Yours don't have. I know yours don't have the numbers here, so people don't steal this box.
Activate them.
I don't need to steal it.
I won't give you that. I won't give you that. You can purchase one, and then you'll see it.
Wait, what's the problem? Why are you being so uncustomer service-like?
That is not uncustomer service.
Yes, it is. I need the MEID. It's not. What's the logic?
Please exit my store.
What's the logic? The logic, because every other company has them on the box. I do. I need the MEID first.
No. If you don't,
I need the number so I can check it against my service provider. I'm not going to buy the phone unless it's okay. I can return the phone when it doesn't work.
I will tell you
if it's not supported. No, I listen.
Tell me who you
if
have.
It's not supported, I can bring it back and return it. No,
leave.
I'm not leaving. I want service.
I will call.
Wait, I want service. Call security. Call security. Leave. Let all of Sprint. Let all the world know that all I want is the MIE number, so I can look against my service provider. So I can look against my service provider to see if it's supported and buy a phone. This guy here, Wade, is not letting me buy my phone or even.
Buy a phone.
Okay.
But you have to buy.
So what happens if it doesn't work?
Have the MEID.
And what happens when it doesn't work? I bring it back to you?
It's a $35 stocking fee.
Bullshit. Just give me the MID. Stop being a prick. Stop being on a power trip, Wade.
Please leave.
Wade,
please leave.
If you want me to leave, let me just verify my MID. I'm going to calm down.
Thank you.
You can call security.
And they'll ask you to leave too.
Who cares?
Please leave.
What's the worst they can do? Ask me to leave?
They can actually kick you out.
What's that? And what? You know, it's like
and then
my life
don't have
ends.
What you have.
So I go somewhere else. It's like, do you want my business?
No, I don't at this point. Go.
Come on, Wade. Come on,
Please,
Wade.
go somewhere else.
Wade. Look at all this time you're wasting, all this entertainment here,
so
when
go
it could be so
elsewhere.
much simpler to just give
We
me
will not give you
the
the
number.
MEID.
Shut up and just leave.
Dude, you stay
You're
out of
annoying.
this.
Please leave.
That's fine. Go ahead. You just threatened me on camera. Hit me right here, dude. Shut the up and stay out of it. Just hit me.
Shut up.
Come on, assault right here.
Shut up.
I'm calling police.
Call police, Wade.
I will.
Let's talk to them about it.
Yeah.
Wade's calling the police.
You just touched me. Please exit.
I touched you?
Yeah, you did.
How? Is it on camera?
Yeah.
You're such a prick, Wade. The whole world's gonna know that this Sprint and fabric is a...
I really think it's as simple as this. Not only did the worker provide the reason why they don't leave the MIDs on the actual mobile devices themselves, unlike Walmart and Target, because, you know, they don't want people to be able to use that when it gets stolen. And he also offered a solution to your problem. He can simply look up the MID himself and check if it will work for you before you even buy it in the first place. He literally outlined that to you, and you just keep going there, oh, so what if it doesn't work, huh? Like, man, just shut up once in your life, man. It's very simple. Just listen to what the person's saying, and then you would have realized that, oh, so that's how this is going to be working here. Fair enough. And then move on with your day. Not this record and expect to think that people are going to believe that you're in the right, because it's very clear that you're not.